What's good, everybody? Let's see if everybody jumping in. Hello, hello. Yep, there we go. We live. We good. All right. We in the building. We in the building. I just let a quick post out that we was doing burgers and blitzes once again. There we go. There we go. Jump on in. Jump on in. Yo, yo, yo. It's myself, Mike White. We're back in the building. It's been a while since we did the burgers and blitzes, but you know what? We back in the building and we about to do it again. What's up with you, dog?
No, I'm chilling, Bubba. Finally
Yeah,
stopped sweating.
Yeah, man. Let's give me a quick update on that truck. Hey, ho, what's up, KMT? Give me a quick update. You just got you a truck and all that. Give me a little
Yeah,
breakdown. There. Just got
I
you a
just
truck.
yeah. Well, I had that bad wreck a couple weeks back, and they totaled the whip out. And then I was driving by the truck dealership today, and I seen something that caught my eye. So I pull up and I asked them about it, and they said, "Well, we got an XLT out there." So I said, "All right, let's go check it out." Well, they had it listed wrong. It was a fully loaded platinum edition. So I went ahead and held their feet to the fire and made a impulse purchase, if you will, and hit them pretty good in the pocket. Well, I hit myself in the pocket too. Saved quite a good of money on that truck. Pretty good deal, man.
Oh,
Can't
I
be mad
love it,
at it.
though. No, I love it. Make sure if you any social media, he's gonna show some pictures and all that good stuff. So that's a good thing for you. Always a good thing when you're getting a new vehicle. I'm about to get a new whip as well. But guess what? Cowboys is about to play some football, big dog. It's right around the corner, literally 7 days, right? Literally
Yeah,
7 days around the corner, and Dallas will be running into. Is it Raymond James Field now, or is it? Did they change the name? I can't remember. I know the cannon goes off, so
fucking Pirate Stadium's what I've always called. So I don't
Pirate
even know.
Stadium, whatever you want to call it, it's going back down. Finally, week one is here. The regular season is here. Football is finally back 7 days in. And what way to open it up? Dallas Cowboys, even though they didn't have the greatest season last year, we still the biggest draw. And guess what? Tampa Bay on the schedule. And a lot of people have been talking about it. What's your kind of thoughts right now? Going into that matchup, we'll talk about the 53 players that got on there, but what's your thoughts heading into Tampa Bay? How you feel about that matchup right now?
I'm still worried about Collins. I'm still worried about this secondary. Same thing we've been worried about for feels like 2 years, 3 years now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They keep talking about stinger this, stinger that. That seems like one of them deals where they're sticking their head in them, hoping it figures itself out. And it's not going to figure itself out.
Yeah, see, and we had a show, Mike, and one of the guys on the show, he's an offensive lineman, the OC, and I had told him I had a little bit of concerns with that. He said, he's had a neck stinger before. You lose. It's kind of like a pinched nerve, and I have a pinched nerve right now. I actually went to the doctor, Mike, a couple weeks ago because I actually thought I had a blood clot because my legs were getting real numb, and I was losing feeling in my legs, and I was like, "What's going on with this?" So, I went to the doctor. I found out I had a pinched nerve. You feel me? So it was.
Mm-hmm.
I understand what he may be dealing with that pinched nerve because it's giving me the numbness in my legs and the tingling sensation, things like that. I had to, rehab and
Yeah,
things of that nature. But
this
I'm
part
not
of my
playing.
arm, yeah, this part of my arm right here is dead because I got a pinched nerve in my neck. I can't
You
feel,
feel?
I can't feel from the elbow, and these three fingers right here is all numb.
So you get what I'm saying? Uh, I don't play in the NFL, Mike. You get what I mean? I
Mm-mm.
don't play in the NFL. So me dealing with that injury, I could deal with it, but I'm not getting stressed by defensive ends, defensive tackles, things of that nature. And just like you said, I still have a concern about it because he hasn't looked like the Leao of old since a few years ago. He didn't take the field all last season. He has looked rusty. He's gave up a sack in the last game, well, the last significant game, preseason game. I was listening to the OC and he was played offensive tackle and he said he's not doing good when it sets. He's not getting down low. It doesn't worry, still worries about the hip if that hip is all the way together. And it hasn't just looked like Leo Collins of old. So there's still a concern there. You just mentioned it. Do you think this, they're saying it's he didn't practice again today, right? And they're saying, okay, it looks good for this weekend, but
Oh,
come on,
yeah, it
dog.
looks good for this weekend. The dude can't make it through a practice. He ain't played football in a year and a half, and he can't make it through a practice.
You get
And
what I'm
we,
saying?
and he's going to go out there against JPP and just hang out. That's what we're going to do. I I believe it when I see it, but that shit worries me, man. You know.
Yeah, dog. It's worrying me too because one well the thing I'm talking about is it's a neck. You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying? It's a
only got
neck.
one.
You feel me? It's a neck. So since you only got one neck, and you're dealing with that, we've talked about with LVE, we talked about it with other players that we've seen. I mean, Tyron Smith was dealing with a neck type injury, and he had to end up going on surgery. He's telling he's feeling the best he's ever have. He removed his neck roll. Okay, I believe all that when I see it. I love hearing it. I love hearing it, Mike. But I believe that when I see it, when you say you're gonna play 17 games, I
Yep.
believe that when I see it because it's said it every year. Getting rid of the neck roll, I'm happy, but that don't tell me you still gonna be able to play 17 games because you say I had tendonitis in your elbow just a few times ago and you was missing practice because of that. You feel me? So honestly, Mike, right now, my concern to me, if we're talking about Tampa Bay, definitely the defense because it's gonna be green, but that offensive line, Mike,
Mm-hmm.
Collins is not healthy. Yes, Tyron Smith is back, but okay. That makes us feel good. But the line is still not the line of old. It's not the power line that we're used to.
I'm
And
worried
we
about it
had,
being serviceable at this point. I'm not.
I
I'm not
mean,
trying to get no gray wall. I'm worried about it being serviceable. You got a good enough quarterback back there. You don't. You don't need some fucking top five otherworldly offensive line. The dude can get rid of the football. But I'm worried
right.
about it just being serviceable.
Well, Zach Martin is there. Biadish, I like Biadish. I like him at the center. Connor Williams is just Connor Williams to me. And then, like I said, we're dealing with, you got Tyron Smith, but Leo Collins, I don't know who's on that. He's the right tackle. So who's coming off his side? Is it Barnett, Shaq? Is it Shaq Barnett or is it JPP?
They switch them around, man.
They switch
They're
him
going.
around. So they if they see that weakness, they're
They're
gonna
going
come after him.
to. If they see that, they're going to line Devin Bush right up over the top of him the first play of the game is what they're going to do.
Right, right. So, we're going to see, but we had talked about this Tuesday, Mike, that the physicality is going to be a big key in this game. Dallas has to be physical at this point of
Devin
line of
playing for Devin
scrimmage.
Bush.
They have to be physical at the point of line of scrimmage. You feel me? Because
Mm-hmm.
if Dallas doesn't win that physical battle up front, because they're not the most physical team, they're not labeled as that great wall of China like they were before. They have to come out and be physical and dominate that line of scrimmage. Because if not, it's going to be a long day, Mike.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah, yeah. It's what's got me worried. It's the matchup issue. The quarterback, don't worry me. I'm not worried about Tom Brady, and damn, I'm not worried about him at all. I'm worried about those damn receivers and these. That's what I've been talking about. Oh, we got Israel. It's going to be okay. People talking about this day three player rookie is going to come in there week one and
Hell no.
be better than scrap. Dude, you're lucky. You're lucky if that dude don't get toasted for 800 yards and 9 touchdowns if you run him out there all year.
Well, my thinking is, Mike, if you're talking about Mukamu, I'm not even thinking he should play in that game. I mean,
He's
I'm
going to. You
thinking.
ain't got a choice.
Well, I mean, who isn't KZ? Is Hooker active? Going to be active for week one? KZ is active. He just came back from the COVID.
Can Hooker make it through a game?
Well, I mean, we're going to see. I'd rather have to trust that than them throwing Mukamu out there. And
Well,
then
there's still you're going to have to. I mean,
Curse is going to be there. Is Donovan Wilson going to be there? That's going to be a talked about because he's not going to be available, is he? Because he has that groin injury.
and You're going to miss. What's his face is out too. The other groin injury, Joseph.
Yeah, that's right. Ricky
He's
Calvin
going to
Joseph.
miss
He's on short term IR now,
those
right?
dudes. Those dudes going to miss 1 to 3 weeks,
Right.
guaranteed.
So, and he has the groin injury as well. So, if
Mm-hmm.
groin injuries linger too. So that's my concern with groin injuries, Mike. They linger. So you got Joseph out on short term IR. Donovan Wilson, he's iffy. You're probably going to roll out Curse out there, like you said, Mukamo. But hopefully Malik Hooker is going to be good and can play out there because he's going to need to play. I don't want to see no Mukamo out there at
Anthony
all.
Brown's the least of your worries. You keep going on about him. Anthony Brown's the best player in your secondary. He's the slot corner. He's your best slot corner you have.
Yeah,
Diggs is
but
going to get fucking cooked. Diggs
yeah,
is going to get absolutely cooked.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I love Diggs. But I said this the other day, Mike. I said this the other day. I love Diggs, but Diggs is the type of corner who reminds me of Marcus Peters. Marcus Peters is a playmaker. He'll get you interceptions, but he gonna get cooked too. He gonna
Reminds me of
give up
Brandon. Reminds me
touchdowns.
of Brandon Carr. That's what I
he's
and that's how I comped him coming out. It reminds me of Brandon Carr.
who.
He's just close enough to watch the catch happen.
Well, we're gonna see, but I mean, I think he's gonna give up plays, but I think he's gonna make plays as well. I like Diggs. I think he's gonna make plays this year. I think he's gonna get interceptions, but I also think he's
Get
definitely
him,
gonna give
got
up
to get him a
plays.
freaking safety. You have to get him a freaking safety. Period. If you
Well,
don't get him a safety, everybody's going to hate him. It's the same reason they hated Byron. It's the same reason they hated Carr. It's the same reason you're going to hate everybody. Name one great corner in the league, and they have a damn good safety beside them, and they probably have an All-Pro defensive tackle. We have neither of those things. You can't cover the entire side of the field. It can't do it. It's just not. It's just not how it works, man. It's just not how it works.
well, like I said, I mean, it's funny how a lot of people are optimistic about this game. I'm not Debbie Downer about this game, but I am a realist. And what you just talked about, I agree with you. I'm not scared of no Tom Brady. But when you got um, Goodwin, when you got Mike Evans, when you got Brown, and you're lining up against Diggs, Anthony Brown, and Jordan Lewis, that's going to be some problems. And Gronk.
That
So
I would start. I would if I'm playing daily fantasy. I might buy the entire Tampa Bay offense, even the damn linemen. I might buy everybody on that
I
damn
mean, and
offense.
they have all their starters back. You get what I'm saying? All their
Now,
starters.
I'm not going to talk about them like they're the fucking world beaters everybody keeps
Yeah,
talking
we're
about.
not. We're
That
no
that team
nobody.
had that team beat one team over 500 the entire time last year, the
Hmm.
entire time until they
Hmm.
got to the playoffs, and then
Hmm.
Aaron Rodgers gives them, gets back to back picks and decides to do fuck all with it for some reason. So
I mean, I feel what you're saying. I'm not scared of Tampa Bay. It's not like ooh, but let's keep it real though. They have weapons. They have those guys, and when you look at their weapons compared to Dallas's weapons on defense, it don't feel good. I don't feel good
we
with
have
them.
equal firepower offense, but significantly worse defense.
Significantly worse defense and an unproven defense. We're excited about the rookies, Mike. We are. We're excited by Micah Parsons. We're excited about the young guys that they brought in. We're excited about Osa. Yes, we are. I am.
Yeah,
But
but they're
they're
still
red. They're
rookies.
green. Right. That's what I'm saying. They're green as hell, though. I can be excited about them, but they ain't ready for what they're gonna see week one. They ain't ready for what they're gonna see in Tampa Bay. They're
And
not. They're not.
nobody in the league is. Let's make no mistake about that. I don't know a defense. I can't come up with a defense that I would feel confident in keeping Tampa Bay if they're on their shit. Would keep Tampa Bay under 21, 24 points. I don't see it happen unless Tom Brady decides to be washed again because he was
Well,
washed for 2 years and then he decided to not be washed anymore. I don't know what the hell happened with that.
Well, we're gonna see. Like I said, it's gonna be a week one game for them, so they could have some rust too. But as I said before, when I see a lot of people that come listen to people, I like my dog Jay Lombardi, some other people. Shout out to you guys up all in the feed. Um, let this be clear. Let's be clear. Me and Mike are saying we're not scared of Tampa Bay. Let's be clear. Nobody is scared of Tampa Bay. Nobody's putting them on a pedestal. Nobody's looking at the Bucks
No, I'm
like
ready
they're
to
the
put on my
world's.
track shoes. If
Yeah,
y'all
you
want to
know what
run to
I'm saying.
100, let's run to 100. I'm gonna beat you by
Nobody
10.
is worried about the Bucks. What we're saying is, to me, certain things we have to win in this game. I feel like the physicality has to be won at the line of scrimmage. Time of possession is going to be a. I think we definitely need to have some good time of possession and turnovers. Even if our defense is not the way I think it may be later on, they still got to get some turnovers, Mike. Somehow, some
Which is
way,
hard.
early turnovers in this game to
Tom
get
Brady's gonna
Dallas in
turn the
good
ball
field
over.
position. Listen, just get good field position, and so we can get the quick scores. That's and keeping the pressure on the Bucks. That's what I feel has to happen. Dallas has to
Yeah.
get turnovers in this game. Turnover battle is going to be huge in this game. Dallas must win the turnover battle in this game because if they don't, it's going to be a long night for the boys, in my opinion, as well.
I'm not a Tom Brady fan, but there's very, very, very few things I'd bet on. Like I'm not betting on winning the turnover battle versus Tom Brady.
Well, we'll see.
That's just
I'm
not
not. I'm
money.
not
That's
betting
not
it.
money I'm putting on the table. That's
I
sure.
mean, I'm not putting money on that table, but it has to happen for Dallas to win the game.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm not saying you're wrong by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying what we're up against. If you're trying, if that's the card we're trying to put out there.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're going to see. I'm really interested to see how the game plan that Dan Quinn's going to call, Mike. You know what I mean? It's going to be interesting how he calls that game because we've seen it in the preseason, Mike. They've pressured a lot, especially on third down. A lot of blitzing on third down, like 45 or 46% of the time they were blitzing on third down, which was huge. That was one of the tops in the league last year. We saw it a lot this season with Dallas in the preseason, so that gives you hope. So, do you think, in your opinion, what we saw in the preseason? I'm asking you this question now. What we saw in the preseason with them being ultra aggressive, coming at them on third down, do you think that the Cowboys will still, and you think Dan Quinn will still kind of come with that, or would he be a little bit more conservative, considering what he's going against?
Depends if they can get to him or not. You can't if you can't get to him. I, my personal opinion is they're going to try that third down blitz. They're going to run some little drag route with Antonio Brown. He's going to cook whoever the hell's on him because that's a lost cause. And then they're going to convert the down and maybe go for 30, 40 yards unless somebody, assuming somebody tackles him, because you're talking about we don't have the coverage to get to Tom Brady. Tom Brady gets rid of the ball too fast. Edge rushers don't get there. That's why Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers do not get sacked by edge rushers. They get sacked by interior pressure and coverage. You
Well,
can't get to him off the edge. How many times we seen go all the way back to DeMarcus Lawrence, get washed all the way outside the pocket, and here comes Aaron Rodgers, takes 2 steps up and fires it downfield 65 freaking yards because you can't get to him.
mm-hmm.
That's my issue. I don't think unless if they're gonna fire off Parsons up that A gap, if we can get to him, and you have to get to him early because Brady, there's one thing about him. When there's dirt on his back, that dude starts getting pissed and he starts going off sides. He stops playing his game. He doesn't like his jersey being dirty at all. But the trick is you just have to make it happen.
Well, you know what? Just what you just said right there. We got to blitz up in that A gap. You got to send a Micah Parsons. You got this guy for this reason. You got this rookie here for this reason, Mike. This is what you got him for. So this is a type game that you have to send him everywhere, move him around everywhere you can, make him an ultra weapon missile type.
You have to blow up the middle of the pocket. I don't give a shit. I really don't care if you don't even put anybody on the edge. Line everybody up in a damn single file line like a freaking arrow and just fire off straight to the A gap and see if that works. Because you're not getting to him from the outside. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, well, let's I feel what you're saying, and I mean they interviewed Osa Ogadazua, and that's what he said as well. He said, hey, he doesn't like the pressure up the middle, and he said he gets the ball off quick, and he knows how to step up in the pocket. So we're gonna have to interior get to him in the middle. So hopefully it's gonna be a game where even though that rookie, he's a rookie Osa, hopefully he might have one of them games, Mike. It does help that Carlos Watkins. I ain't saying he a world beater, but it does help that he's back in the rotation. Brent Urban is there, and Brent Urban is good with pressuring people up the middle, Mike, as well as having those long arms and batting balls down. So that's something to look at, Mike, to me as well. Keep your eyes on batted balls from Tom Brady because I think Brent Urban might get a 1 or 2 in that game. Could be critical. So you're right. Brent Urban, Carlos Watkins, Osa Ogadazua, Bohanna, all those guys are going to have a major game in the run game and in the passing game. So that's but that goes back to me saying, Mike, physicality. We have to win at the line of scrimmage. So to your point, what you're saying, hey, we got to get pressure on Brady. That's what I go back to saying the physicality of the game. Yeah. Dallas has to win at the line of scrimmage in this game against the Bucs. If they do not win the line of scrimmage offensively or defensively, it's going to be a long night. So that's definitely the key that's got to happen right there. Let's talk a little bit about this 53-man roster, big dog. Any surprises to you on this 53-man roster?
Yeah, what the hell's Kamara doing on it?
I don't know. Listen.
Oh, I know. Knock knock. Who's there? Hard knocks.
Yep. That's what.
That dude is. What is he doing on the 53? Why
crazy.
Why did you cut Hamilton and freaking dude
Rondale Carter?
Yeah,
that went to Arizona.
Hamilton and Carter, dudes who actually made plays in the preseason, just because Tank gave Kamara a nice little speech for Hard Knocks, we're gonna have some sad sob moment, and his mama could clap and cry on the phone. What the hell is that? I thought we were a football team. Oh wait, we're not. We picked Jalen Smith. I retract my previous statement. What are we doing? What are we doing with that dude on the team? Period.
My thoughts of this, Mike. I listen. Let me hear me out. I like Kamara, but not over Justin Hamilton nor Rondale Carter. I liked if you would have kept him as an experiment, just kept him on the practice squad as an experimental player, that works. But for you to get rid of, here's my thing. Listen to this, Mike. The two people that led your team in pressures and hurries, you got rid of them. You
Both
kept
of
a
them.
guy who, because Rondell Carter led the team with 11 pressures, 6 hurries. Justin Hamilton he had 8 pressures and 6 hurries up the middle.
Dude, Hamilton
So
was being a beast out there, and
he was killing it.
I know it wasn't against number ones, but he did play a damn half against ones.
And he was playing aggressively. We were all looking at it like, damn, Hamilton looked like a whole different player. And we not right? He looked like a whole different player. I seen him at camp. He looked like he's putting pressure in that middle. Now, I liked Kamara. I don't say I didn't like Kamara, but I do not like Kamara over Rondell Carter or Justin
No,
Hamilton. That's just a mistake.
I'd have kept a punter over him.
And bro, it killed me because we saw flashes from Rondell Carter. You signed him to all that money last year as an undrafted rookie free agent. You lost him, Mike, to the Colts last year, and he came back to you in a gift. To me, that was like, oh, we got him back as a gift. Then he's showing you ability. He's showing you pass rush ability. He's showing you flexibility. Kamara is not going to see this field at all.
Give
So
me a
now
freaking
you got
migraine.
Carter who goes to Arizona, and watch when he gets playing time, he's gonna be over there turning up.
Freaking, you know who Kamara is? Kamara's Taco Charlton.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm
I
not gonna
mean,
say that.
he's an undersized dude that somebody liked his story and somebody got a sponsor for him, and then here we are.
Yeah,
I mean,
somebody definitely had a sponsor for him, dogs.
and
Somebody
he's
definitely.
making the 53. I saw somebody say the COVID or whatever. Kamara's making the 53. You can go ahead and etch that in. He's there. He's he's there.
Yeah, and my homegirl, shout out to my homegirl Rika right here. I'm posting her thing. Hey, and let me say this right now. We got 123 in the chat. That is dope. Mike might be bringing in the people. That is dope. But guess what? We only got like 28 likes, man. Come on, man. I know we be forgetting those things. I'll be forgetting too. But man, if you're in the building, man, y'all got to hit that like button. We got to keep that algorithm up and keeping it popping, man. Can't have 123 in the chat and only 23 likes. Please, if you're in here and you're liking, we talking some good stuff right now. Hit that like button, man. It ain't gonna kill you. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Let's get that popping, man. Let's go. But yeah, just listening to people in the feed with agreeing with you, Mike, and myself. He's not a defensive end as far
Mm-hmm.
as the size. He can't play linebacker because he is too stiff he's just too stiff. Now he has great get off in that edge and got long ass arms, but that's it. He's strictly developmental, dog. He's
That's
strictly
your
developmental.
that's Will.
Yeah,
That's
that should
that's
have
that's
never.
that's your size queen. Will McClay, for all he does have a decent eye for talent, but he's a size queen. Him and Steven, 34-inch arms, 6'2", 200, just these certain arbitrary parameters they put on players, and they absolutely that's why they went and got right. That and you watch him, that's what I told you when we draft. He can't move. He's too freaking tall. He can't move. And he can't tackle at all. That I don't think that dude could tackle his own shadow.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's a head scratcher. That was a big miss. That was a big miss letting Carter go. Hamilton as well, but we got Hamilton back. But people were going to pluck Carter, and you shouldn't even let him try to. You shouldn't even try to roll the dice with him. That nobody was picking Kamara if you waived him or released him. Nobody
No,
was picking him.
they called him to come back, and he told them to fuck off. He
Who?
went to
Carter?
Arizona. Yeah, they called him to come back. He went to Arizona.
Yeah. See, and I feel him because he's like,
Yeah,
because I feel him
cut me.
because y'all
Y'all ain't gonna
jerked him
cut.
twice.
Y'all ain't gonna
Y'all
cut
jerked
me
me
again.
twice.
Go
Yeah,
go
y'all
on.
joke. Yeah, yeah. I feel you. Y'all jerked me twice, and I'm not doing it again because he left to go to Indianapolis because he wanted playing time, and then he
Mm-hmm.
comes back to y'all and he's showing y'all what y'all want, and then you cut him over Kamara. Makes no damn sense. That's a big miss
Give me a
right there.
damn migraine, man. Like
Yeah, that's
my forehead is caving in right now over that dumb shit.
Yeah, man. Well, just like we said, K. Hay says he, didn't want to come back. Yeah, who would? If you keep playing a guy like that, I'll be frustrated as well. What about this quarterback situation? Will Greer was signed by the Cowboys.
Oh, the thrill, thrill Greer. Thrill Greer, man, that son of a bitch is wild. What I was watching him come out of college, I said, he's got the confidence of like Patrick Mahomes with the freaking like arm power of like Joe Burrow. It's absolutely insane. The throws he thinks he can make, and they get absolutely nowhere close. That dude would be running obo hash and try to cross his body for a deep post route on the other side of the field. That thing will fall 30 yards short and get ran
Right,
back for a pick six.
right.
God,
I mean, I don't know what to think about Will Greer. I can't. I asked for Cam Newton. Let's look at him, bring him in. But hey, Cowboys went that route.
they're not.
All I'm gonna say about that just Dak stay healthy.
The time for unvaccinated players is over. Malik Hooker was the last unvaccinated player they're going to sign,
Mm, okay, well there we
and
go.
they even made him get his shots in before they let him take the field.
Yeah, that's just kind of wild. I don't even want to talk about that because to me that's all the
Oh,
way stupid.
the way the NFL's handling this is totally fucked up. We're not even getting
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah,
So,
how they doing that stuff is all, and I ain't even gonna get into it because it's a whole nother topic I ain't touching. But
mhm.
as we like I said, as we go into this season, getting ready for this week 1 matchup, with Tampa Bay, um, how do you feel about Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper? How do you feel about this offense? How do you think this offense is going to come out? Do you think we're going to hit the ground running? Do you think it's going to be one of those things we're going to have to warm up?
I don't see why we wouldn't. I mean, they've had the reps. Everybody's freaking about reps this, reps that. They were in the damn backyard for 6 months. You know, they've had more reps than probably 30 other NFL teams.
Mhm, mhm.
Because just the workouts they've set up. I'm not worried about any of the skill position players whatsoever. And Zeke is what he is, and it's not like he can get. I mean, I say that. I say it's not like he can get worse than last year. I really don't. I don't think it's possible, just with all the situations and stuff we had. And from all reports, he does look quicker. But let's see it. Let's see you turn the corner versus a linebacker. Let's see it. Turn that corner. Get
I
upfield.
w- I wish they would have let him play a little bit. I don't like that he didn't get the. I know it's Ezekiel Elliott, but I don't give a hell. He should have played a series or two
I
or
just need to
something,
see
dog.
one play. I need to see one play where you turn the corner and you don't look for contact because you can't outrun that second level. Just one.
Hey,
And I,
he
and I'll,
no, he should have played a series or two. In that third game when they played against the Texans, I love
yep.
your hair, by the way. Uh, he should have played at least a series or two in that Texans game, dog. Come on, man. You all right, Ezekiel Elliott. Come on. I know you Zeke, but come on. You gonna be all right. You ain't never been
Yeah.
hurt. You gonna be out there, bro. Get out there and show some stuff. I want to see that. And I want to see what's happening. Me personally, if you want to ask if you talking about me, big dog, I ain't saying that they're gonna struggle, but I worry about that continuity on the offensive line. I didn't see it. I know it was preseason, but it didn't. That line didn't look good to me. It didn't look good. I'm sorry, and I wanted to. I'm not hating on the offensive line, but it didn't look good. I'm hoping that was just preseason, and I
They
and
were
I, and
jerking it around so much, man. There was
I
people
just
here,
don't feel
people
good
there.
about the offensive line, and that's my worry. Especially we got Dak back. That's my worry. This offensive line, it's got to show me some things because it's not instilling confidence in me right now. Everybody's saying everybody's back, and that's good. But is everybody really back? And I just need to see, are they
This
going
next
to be
week,
physical? Because if they get pushed back and that defensive front from the Bucks start getting after Dak, man, dog, I'm become pissed, bro, because I'm be like, man, see, here we go again,
what
So
first game prep practice is tomorrow, ain't it?
I think so. And what you ain't gonna have layoff back till Sunday,
I know that's what I'm. But that Monday and Tuesday, if that man, I don't buy it. I just I hate to keep going back to that, but if that dude doesn't practice all week, you can't. You're buying bridge tickets if you think he's going to line up there and play 65 snaps in a game. You're
you
just
feel me? And
you're
and
buying
then
you're
I'm
buying bridge tickets.
and then we just talked about it. I mean, say Don says this, and a lot of other people been saying it too. We've said it. I mean, come on, dog. Terrence Steele, Brandon Knight. Brandon Knight is your guard,
Terrence
and
still got better. I feel like
he
I
got
feel like I'm the
better, but
only
he's
Terrence
not
Steele
ready.
defender in the freaking
He
world. No, but
yeah,
he was a freaking seventh round or
he
UDFA
was
from
undrafted.
Texas.
I know,
Yeah,
but yeah, but nobody cares about that right now,
no,
Mike.
no, I'm not.
Nobody
I'm
cares
not.
about that.
But I'm saying if you pick if you pick a day three or an undrafted player and they're not good at NFL football, what the hell? That's your fault. That's your fault
Right?
for having some other different expectation of what that dude was going to be.
That's the
If he was
problem.
good at
That is
football, he would have been picked in the first 50 picks.
that's the
Period.
problem because they didn't do it. Josh Ball is still out. The rookie that
That
they
was a
like,
wasted pick. That was a
he
wasted
ain't.
pick.
He's
That's a
not.
turd. Cut
I'm
him
just
and
saying
he'll get on with it.
Oh, but all right, but hold up. He does. I think he does have talent, and we got to see it. But he's been injured. But my thing is this: Ty Nitschke, trash.
Oh, you mean in Sucky?
In second, in Sucky, in Sicky, whatever the heck name is, dog. I don't want. I don't want to see. I'd rather see
No,
Terrence Steele
no.
on the field before him.
I'd rather put a sawhorse out there. At least you ain't going to count on it to do its job. Dak will know what's coming. Just put a
So I
sawhorse
don't.
right there. It'll
That's
be harder to go around.
I mean, that's the problem though, dog. If La'el Collins is in that funk and he can't play, I don't care. Terrence Steele has played better, but he's still gonna get the business, dog. He's still in preseason was
Yeah.
one of and he will still be behind Brandon Knight was one of the highest people on the line of scrimmage, giving up pressures and hurries. Still, and I don't feel good about him. And I know Zach Martin, if La'el Collins is out, bro, they should just move Zach Martin in and throw Connor McGovern right on in there. Even if Zach Martin get mad, put him on out that right tackle, put Connor McGovern in there. I'd rather you do that instead of you throwing Steele out there. Just me. Because Steele gonna get work, dog.
All right, hear me out. What if I fix the offensive line with a defensive player?
What
We
you
need
mean?
a safety. Kansas City has one they're not using. So every series that that tackle gives up and they blow out a third down and they don't convert, Juan Thornhill has a chance of getting the ball back for you. I don't know what else to do because you ain't picking up no free agent offensive lineman between here and next Thursday. That's going to be fantastic. You just
Oh,
maybe go get a safety and hopefully he can get the ball back for you when Terrence Steele blows his assignment.
yeah, but you know they feel good about Hooker and KZ.
I don't see how you can say that shit with a straight face. I don't even see. I don't even see
I'm
how Stephen
laughing.
Jones. No, I don't know.
I'm saying,
No,
but
I
that's
mean
what they
Stephen
got
Jones. I'm like, I don't
playmakers.
even see how you could say that. Like even Hooker, the dude that's played like 42 snaps in 15 seasons.
Hey, hey, that's the only thing we can hope on though. We ain't got nothing else. Keep hope
No.
alive. We ain't got nothing else but hope. We hoping, please stay healthy because there is
So
no
is
other
Dak.
hope. Yeah,
Dak
because there.
looking. Dak's getting ready to set the ball. Like, oh God, no, no.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see. Like I said, KZ's there, Hooker's there. That's what they have. I mean, we're just gonna see. I mean, they're not. Here's a good thing about them too, though, Mike, is they're not old players. It is good that they aren't old players. They're still in their good prime years. If they can stay healthy, KZ has proved that he can make plays. He has
Well,
proved
and
he's been a
outside of that
playmaker.
Achilles, KZ was actually a healthy player. Outside of that,
Yes,
that Achilles was a freak injury. That he
right.
has been a healthy player.
And what's up, Miss Sheila? Oh, Sheila. But so, it wasn't KZ was bad. And when Hooker, I know about the injury history, Mike. But listen, when Hooker was available, he has
Oh,
played good. You know what I'm
so did
saying?
Bob
So,
Sanders.
so we just hoping, like I said, we keeping hope alive that they stay healthy. Because if they stay healthy, it can be a good thing for Dallas, maybe in the long run. So we'll
Yeah,
happen to see with that.
it's a
You know
low
what I mean?
risk. I love the signing. It's a low risk, high reward signing. But
Mm-hmm.
I hate. Feels like to me you went all in on the blind. You know,
Right. Went I
so
mean went way in all in the blind, but I mean, Stephen Jones though, Mike, Baby Nuts Jones, he ain't gonna spend that bread, and he's feeling like in his head that they've been calling for this. They've been calling for this. So we got the Malik Hooker y'all been screaming about. We got another playmaking free safety. So be quiet. I told you about the shut up signings. That's a shut up signing. Shut up. We got free safeties that are young. Y'all been crying about. Shut up. We got them. So
mm,
that's what I feel like they're gonna do, and we just hope that they can step up.
they've
And
been fucking off defensive tackle and safety for
But
18,
we
18,
but we
18
can't
years
say
now.
that
They can't.
about defense. We can't say that about defensive tackle this year, though, dog.
No, what I'm saying is they can't. I'm going some. You can't
Okay,
fix 18 years of fucking up in 6 months of an offseason. That's not
right,
that's not how it works. Like
right.
you that it's just not physically possible unless you
Mm.
have some crazy ass draft where you hit on every single one of your draft picks and your first 4 rounds all go to the freaking Pro Bowl. That's not reality.
Yeah, it's not, but we're about to see a reality because it's about to come in soon. Appreciate everybody. Once I said that, 50 50 freaking likes came up in the building, Mike. So we got like 75 likes in the building. Still keep them up. We still got more people in the building, still listening to this great feed with burgers and blitzes. Mike has been here for, it's been there forever since we've been talking about this. But we're going to get off here because, I mean, for real, let's keep it real. Like, we can only talk about it so much, Mike. You know what I mean? You can only talk about it so
I
much
feel like I'm
before
gonna
really.
start. Well, I'm hungry, and I'm gonna start repeating myself. Like I'm gonna start talking about Rondell. Yeah, start naming people wrong names and shit. We need to talk about Ken Hamlin. Chat can be fucking roasting me and shit. Where's Gerald Sensible? Need to get his ass back out there. I'm tired of him being
You
hurt
know
all
what I
the time.
mean? Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I mean, it is what it is. We pretty much we covered everything. If you're really talking about it, what's your final thoughts before you head out of here, dog? About the Tampa Bay game? I mean, I ain't. We always say predictions. I'm not really trying to ask for a prediction, but I'm just telling you how. What's your thoughts about the game? Do you think it's
My
going to be a
thoughts.
high scoring game? Do you think it's going to be a shootout? What type of game you think it's going to be?
I got 3 words. Dak is healthy. Dak is healthy. Track meet. I guess that's 5 words, but more of the story is track meet. 3 words is Dak is healthy. Track meet.
Track meet and
First,
turnovers.
first to 40.
Well, let's hope. The CD. This might be that game-changing CD game.
Oh,
Amari Cooper.
he's that dude's a demon. He's gonna fuck it up this year.
Yeah. So I, I
He gonna.
024. Hell yeah, Paul. You know what it is. So there it is. Track meet. And I feel like Dallas really got to win that front. They got to win that front, but we'll see. But hey, shout out to my dog Burger and Blitzes. I'm gonna say a few things before I get off of here. But shout out to my dog Mike White for Burgers and Blitzes. Really
Appreciate y'all stepping
appreciate
out.
you. It's
Got
been
me
a
a
while
burger on the
since
way.
yeah, it's been a while since you come in the building. So I always love when we have our shows, and we're definitely gonna get it in when the game starts because we're gonna do. You want to do pregame stuff with me or anything like that?
I'll do some pregame, depending on yeah, on noon games especially. Because I'm just sitting around the house kicking rocks, waiting for the damn games to start.
Okay, cool. So I probably might mix and match it when we do some pregame stuff with some people. But hey, Mike White will jump on here, do some pregame stuff, talk about some game stuff. Definitely, if we're gonna do it from Tampa Bay and have a good time with it. But appreciate you, dog. Go enjoy that truck. Have a good time. Get some good food from me, and I'll be talking to you soon, big dog.
Peace.
Appreciate you. All right, so that's my dog Mike White, man. I appreciate him. It's been a long time since we did burgers and blitzes, so we're getting ready. I'm going to get off here in a few, but just a few closing things that I want to talk about right quick. Number one, for my members, we got the Big Game James. We got if you want to be, well, it's already closed, I believe. I think we just filled up the last spot, so everybody get ready for that. All my members, my Big Game James Fantasy Football League, we put it out there. I think we filled up all the rosters. If I'm correct on that, KMT. So the draft will be this Sunday. I'm gonna post the time tomorrow. Tentatively, it's 5 p.m. EST, but I'll post that time tomorrow. So let's get ready. That's going to be a fun thing. I'll give what's going to be the grand prize at the end for the winner for that league. So make sure you're ready for that. Make sure you're ready for that draft. I'm going to post it in the community page for my members. Make sure you're there for that draft. Do not miss it if you can't. If you can't, don't miss it. Don't let the automatic people do it for you and all that good stuff. Let's get in there and have a good time with it. It's going to be a fun thing to do. So it's going to be I appreciate you on that. Yeah. Like here I see you, the lunatic. So that's going to be exciting. My people's I talked to 43 flex that has been sent out. I got to talk to my guy Texas Bread. Get in my if you on here Texas Bread 83, get in my inbox on DM me because I think you can DM me because we DM each other. I'm trying to find the size, but your size is out. Your size is out for this jersey. So I had to go another route. So that's the reason why it's taking a while. So I just want to let you know that. Get in my inbox. We'll talk about that though. And I mean, I think that's pretty much it. Today is Thursday. I think I'm calling a game tomorrow, South High School. That'll be fun. I gotta rearrange the schedule, so I got me a game calling tomorrow. Um, and then might have a few guests this weekend, but we'll see as we prepare for Thursday. I think Tuesday, the final word, they're going to be live in I think Dak Prescott's bar, if I'm correct. We possibly got some sponsors, and then we're doing a little test run. So we'll see how that is. What's up, Trucker for Life 78? Really appreciate you with that food, dog. You're gonna need to We're gonna need to figure that out so I can get some of that slapping food because I'm tired of you posting it on Twitter and I can't eat it. So we'll see about that. But Tuesday, like I said, I think we're gonna do a remote broadcast inside a restaurant. We'll see. If not, we might have a special guest Tuesday as well. So just get ready, man. The game is going to be here Thursday. It's finally here. It's enough of the talk. It's enough of the back and forth. But my few keys of the game before I head out of here, like I said, physicality of the game. The Cowboys have to win at that line of scrimmage. That offensive line has to win at the line of scrimmage. That defensive line, Osa Ogadazua, Brent Urban, Carlos Watkins, Randy Gregory, DeMarcus Lawrence, Michael Parsons. I mean, those guys are really going to have a standout game, even though it's week one. They haven't been together, haven't played together. So that I worry about the cohesion on the defensive side because a lot of guys haven't played together due to injuries, things of that nature. Rookies being on the team, never really seeing the NFL yet. So it's going to be a crazy thing for some of these young guys out there. But like I said, physicality up front. Have to win the turnover battle. Shout out to you, the lunatic. Really appreciate you, dog, for the $2 holla. $2 holla. Appreciate you on that. Let me get that up there. But like I said, man, Dallas has to win that turnover battle. They must win the turnover battle. Got to get turnovers somehow, some way. Like you said, get Tom Brady dirty, get some kind of sacks, get some strip fumbles, interceptions, something where Dallas can get good field position and be able to score quickly and put pressure on Tampa Bay. Let them play from behind because I don't want this to be a situation where Dallas is playing from behind. Where we saw it last year and years prior, where Dak is chucking it up 60 times in the game. I know he's fully back. He's not on a pitch count or anything like that, but you're still having to go right in and just be throwing the ball everywhere. So really got to win that line of scrimmage. Ezekiel Elliott, to me, has to be key in this game. Tony Pollard has to be key in this game. They have to get touches. It can't be a game where Ezekiel Elliott is getting like 19 carries for 37 yards or 19 carries for like 52 yards. This has to be a game where Ezekiel Elliott has to have a productive game, put pressure on their defensive line. I'm not listening. I'm not sitting there saying let's lean on Zeke, but we gotta have to. This run game is going to have to be effective this year. It's got to be. It was not effective last year, and it showed all the way around. So you got to win the line of scrimmage, the point of the line of scrimmage. Ezekiel Elliott, to me, has to have a really big game. Real big game. I'm thinking like I know Coop, Gallup, all those guys, Dak. But I don't really have to want Dak to have to check it up 50 times this game. I want Ezekiel Elliott this game to have a really good controlling the line of scrimmage. We got to control the line of scrimmage, time of possession, not sit there and do three straight runs. But Ezekiel Elliott has to be critical in this game. He has to have a good game, in my opinion. So he's going to be prime. Time of possession, Ezekiel Elliott, turnover battle. Those are the key. Those are my keys. Once again, physicality, point of the line of scrimmage, offensive, defensive line of scrimmage, time of possession. Dallas has to win it. So Ezekiel Elliott has to be big in this game. And turnover battle. Dallas has to win this turnover battle more than anything. They got to get some kind of quick turnovers, a sack fumble in their territory, get a quick score, something that nature, putting the pressure on the Bucks. Because I don't want this to be a situation where the Bucks get up early, 10-0, 14-0, and then next thing you know, Dallas has to get out of their game plan. They can't run the ball, and then Dak has to chuck the ball everywhere. I don't like that type of winning. I don't think that's a great formula. You got Ezekiel Elliott. He went hard in the offseason. He went hard with the training to get himself right. So you got to use him. And Tyron Smith is back. He said he's healthier than ever. You got Beatrice who's in his second year. These guys have to step up. Connor Williams, like I say, Connor Williams, but they gotta play good up front. So we'll see. I ain't scared of no daggone Bucks. I ain't thinking they're the world's greatest thing since sliced bread. But this ain't gonna be no easy game, especially when you're coming in with unknowns on both sides of the ball up front and in that back end. So you're missing your Kelvin Joseph too. You're missing a rookie out. You're missing a Gallimore. You're missing a Tristan Hill. You know what I mean? You're missing players. We don't know if Donovan Wilson's going to play. So it's going to be a little shorthanded with players that you need. So they're going to have a really good attacking game, and it's going to have to be a really good coach game. That's going to be another, if I can say, a key to me in this game. Coaching is going to have to be huge. I mean, you got Bruce Arians over there, and they got a great staff. But Kellen Moore, Dan Quinn, Mike McCarthy, y'all going to have to call a great game. Not just with these guys that are going to be playing on the field. They have to call a great game. Dan Quinn, this is what they brought you here for, right? You got the Bucks week 1. They brought you here to work this magic that they think in their head, and what we've seen afar has looked good as from what we've seen afar. But now, Dan Quinn, you're gonna have to call a really good game against these Bucks. Kellen Moore, this is what, the third year in this as the OC, and people still have questions about him, especially in the red zone. So Kellen Moore's got to come out blazing with this play calling. He's got to call a really good game. Mike McCarthy, we seen what happened last year. First year under with the Cowboys. We get it. It was the COVID. It was a lot. 14 season-ending injuries. You really don't see that kind of stuff. So injuries played a part of it. Doing it remotely, putting in a new defense. It was just a mess. So now this is redemption. This is a redemption year to me for Mike McCarthy. So show some good coaching right here. You've been a veteran. You've been to the mountaintop. You got to show your coaching right here. You got to show why the Cowboys brought you in as their coach, getting rid of Garrett. You have to show that now. To me, you have to show why you here. You have to show why you hear Kellen Moore. You have to show why you hear Dan Quinn. But more than anything, Mike McCarthy has to show why he's here and why he's the head coach. And it starts with the Bucks. He's got to come in and he's got to have a well-coached game. Can't be a lot of the goofy stuff. Can't be, well, man, why is he doing that? It's got to be a really good coach game from these guys. So we're going to really see about that, and that's what I'm going to be keeping my eye on. Mike McCarthy, especially this year. He was one of the guy I pounded the table for as far as coaches, because I felt like he could bring some things to the table. But to me, the pressure is on him this year. Anything less than not winning the East is not a good season. Would question why he would be here if he doesn't win the East. So to me, he's got pressure. He's got pressure because when you're looking at the division, it's a very winnable division. It's a division you should win. And if you don't win that division, I question why you're here as a veteran coach. So we'll see. Doesn't make no sense for them still to keep you if you the veteran coach and came from Green Bay. The reason why they let go, of Jason Garrett, and they got rid of that because they brought you in because it's kind of, we've been talking about, you can get a team there for so long, but the other coaches got to get you over the apex. That's why they feel like Mike McCarthy is here. That's why Jerry Jones brought you here. So you have to coach to that, dog. You have to coach to why they brought you here. They brought you here because you've been to the mountaintop. You're a vet guy. You've done it with Aaron Rodgers. You have to do it here now. Ain't no talking about that, dog. Ain't no talking about that. Hey, ho, shout out to my guy, man. Shout out to my guy, Todd Corey, with the $10 holla. I really appreciate you. You say thanks, BGJ. I say thank you. I appreciate you. So, yeah. Woo! And hey, hallelujah, the Lord loves me. I was talking to one of my guys at work right quick. So I was talking to one of my guys. I just told y'all. My peoples just hit me up. My athletic director just hit me up. We didn't have a game scheduled tomorrow for me to call. I wasn't calling a game tomorrow. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna do some things. But the AD hits me up and says, there's a problem at Whetstones Field. Oh man, go ahead and delete this person right here. Get him out of here. Go ahead and just totally get him out. Let me just put you out of here. Weird. But hey, um shout out to my dog Charlie Bridges for the $10 holla via Cash App. Appreciate you on that. Do we get that weird stuff, man? Get him out of here. But what I was gonna say is that my guy hit me up and said that yeah, I'm gonna go live for the game. We're gonna figure out how I'm gonna do that, but I'm definitely gonna go live for the game. So make sure you check that out. But anyway, my athletic director hit me up and he said, "Man, hey, I need you at the field tomorrow. Where they're having a problem at the game. I need you at the game tomorrow." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I hit my guy up and like, "Hey, man, I need to do this game tomorrow. What's up?" He's like, "Man, you ain't gonna be able to do it because whatchamacallit, I'm gonna be at a whole different store and you gonna have to close." So I was like, What, man? I was like, for real? That's how we really doing it. But they just hit me back and it said, you know what? You in luck. I'm closing, so you good. So, hey, man, that's just a great thing right there. God loves me. Appreciate God because I love calling them games, man. I hope Weststone gives South a good game because I call games at South High School, and my dog 808 in here, he knows what I'm talking about. But they're a really good team. They got a running back who's like 6 foot, 280-pound running back, and he's really good. They got a good quarterback. They got a good team. They beat this team 61-6, 2 weeks in a row, two different teams. And they really, if they didn't have a running clock, could have scored 100 points. I promise to God, they could have scored 100 points. So hopefully this team tomorrow, Whetstone, which I heard they have a pretty decent front line. Hopefully this will be a good game to call. So I'm excited now because I get to call the game. Um, yeah, man. 808. I can't do their football games, but please, bro, get up to this daggone when I call their basketball games because you know I call their basketball games for the last 4 years. Please, 808, bro, get up to the Linda McKinley's. You a graduate from there for right? So please, bro, get up there and holla at me when I'm calling them games at Linden, man, because I get it in when I call them games at Linden. We have a great time over there. So make sure you get up there, dog, when I'm calling them basketball games because we have fun over there for sure, for sure. So make sure you do that. That's going to be fun, man. For sure. And I appreciate you, 808. Really do. You go hard in the paint. We pretty much disagree damn near on everything, but I respect you. So that's why I appreciate you. All right, so I'm about to get off of here. Appreciate y'all. I gave y'all my keys to the game. Appreciate everybody for the donations. The great crowd we had today. Shout out to my guy. Yeah, for sure, Floyd. Per yay. Appreciate you for the $2 holler before I head up out of here. Yeah, definitely. You up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely up in here. I really appreciate you, Floyd. Always, and I love your name for your. I love your name donation. I love it. So what's good, Mel Hayes? What's good, dog? That's my dog right here. Check out this is this. I got a lot of people who really show love, but my dog right here. What's up with your Rue Glock? My dog Mel Hayes. That's another. That's a real G. Boothang will tell you that's a real G. You feel me? Um, can our D line get at this Tampa O line? I think it can, but we'll see. We haven't seen Demarcus Lawrence yet. You feel me? We haven't seen those guys, so we'll see what happens. But we'll have another show before before the game. So I got to get off of here. I got to make some things happen, and really appreciate y'all. How you doing, Jessica? Good to see you. Shout out to everybody that was in the building. Get those likes up before I head up out of here, and we will talk very, very soon, man. Great crowd today. You guys are great. And one last thing I just want to say this just in case before I head off of here. If nobody has subbed to the channel, that would be awesome. I think we're like 352 people away from 10K. Okay. This is what Brew Glock. Get everybody out there. Let them know. I think we're like 352 away from 10K. First of all, y'all are freaking awesome for that, man. This last month has been nutty. You guys are crazy. You guys are awesome. You guys are freaking awesome. But I think we're like 352 subs away from 10K. You remember that, Mel? We talked real good. You know what I'm saying? Um, we said we wanted to get 10K before the season was over, y'all. I was at like 5, 6, almost 6K, and before going into the summertime, we had to go. Let's get 10K before the season's over because I was like, it's gonna be kind of tough. But guess what? Went crazy. Y'all went crazy. I went crazy with the video. We went crazy, and now we right at 10K. So 352 subs. I said I would love to get to 10K before week one. Might be tough. If it don't happen, I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. But if we could get to that, that would be dope. So if you want to spread the word around, man, only 352. I think that's like 50 subs a day before we hit 10K before week one. That would be freaking awesome if we could do it. So if it don't happen, all good. We're gonna hit that 10K for sure. I said the goal of 15K before the season's over now, but we'll see what happens with that. But there we go with that. Get them out of here. All right, I think I blocked them. Oh dang, I didn't mean to hide Jessica. I didn't mean to hide you, Jessica. Somebody else. I'm sorry, Jessica. I'm going to have to text her. Appreciate you, Rue. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to hit her up. I'm so sorry. I know. I'm gonna have to hit her up because she's gonna be like, "Why you to put me in timeout?" I was trying to block the other weirdo that's up in here, man. I'm so sorry, Jessica. So I'm gonna have to hit her up and tell I'm sorry. But let me get off here before it just get all messed up. I'll talk to y'all soon. Let's get that. Let's get to that 10K before week 1, and let's make it happen. Big game, James. I'm already out. Peace.